Hello guys and welcome to our first online wine tasting session. Hope you enjoy it. Today I'm presenting to you wines all the way from Georgia. Georgia, the country, not the state in America. Don't get them confused. I've got here Winiveria Saperavi, which is made in a traditional Georgian way, fermented in a Qvevri clay pot, and the Tbilvino Saperavi. So both of these are all the way from Georgia. We will have a taste, have a look at what the similarities are, what the differences are, and hopefully I can help you guide you in your next choice of which one to try. So, Republic of Georgia. Georgia is located between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. So it is between Russia and Turkey. Winemaking in Georgia began at least 6,000 years ago. So you would think that they would know how to make their wine, right? There are at least 525 indigenous grape varieties in Georgia, although only about 40 are currently used for commercial wine production. The winemaking tradition here has survived for thousands of years, and it's embedded in the culture of the Georgia. Traditionally, Georgian wines are made in a clay amphora or a Qvevri. Amber or Qvevri wine facilitates natural winemaking process, resulting in a product that is completely natural and free from additives. There is no yeast or sulfur or sugar added to the winemaking process. This results in a wine that is completely natural and free of any preservatives. So if you like your natural wines, this is the one for you. Qvevri fermentation allows for the natural maceration process to take place inside the clay pot vessel, and what you get is the product that can be stored for a number of years. So sure, you would like to add this one to your cellar. Now, Saperavi. Saperavi is an ancient grape variety from the most ancient winemaking region in the world, and it is indigenous to Georgia. The name Saperavi means dye, and it reflects the extremely dark color of the wines that it makes. The deep color is due to the fact that the grape variety belongs to a small group of grape varietals known as Centuria grapes. So what does that mean? That means that normally when you get a red grape, the pulp inside is white. With Saperavi, however, what you get is a slight red grain going through the white pulp. So what that achieves is a very dense red color in the wine, almost very, very dark ruby. Now, let's have a look at the wines that I've got here. So what we have is the Tbilvino Saperavi and Winiveria Saperavi, difference being the fermentation process. The Tbilvino Saperavi is 30% matured in French oak barrels, and the rest is made in stainless steel. So what that does is the thyme and oak barrels give it a slight vanilla and tobacco flavor. Let's have a look at this one. So this wine, as you can see, the color is very, very dark. Saperavi grape variety can be blended with a Merlot or a Shiraz or a Pinot. So this wine is made in a European way. So fermentation is stainless steel and 30% goes into the French oak. So the French oak gives it a slight vanilla and tobacco flavors. Lots of forest fruit on the nose. It's a very, very aromatic wine. Absolutely delicious. The acidity here is very well balanced. So Saperavi is a very acidic grape. However, this wine is very, very well balanced. You can feel the tannin in there, but it's not too overpowering, it's not too strong. And then they're just gone. And what you get is this full, beautiful flavor of forest fruits and a little bit of vanilla. It's a medium to a full-bodied wine. It's quite pleasant. So this could be a perfect drink to complement your steak dinner. So now we're gonna go to the Winiveria Saperavi. And this wine is made in a Qvevri. So the fermentation process all happens inside this huge amphora-shaped Qvevri, which gets buried into the ground. So the juice and the stems all gets pressed into the Qvevri, gets sealed with beeswax for about 6 months, and gets fermented there naturally. Very aromatic wine. What you achieve with the Qvevri is this amazing aromas that you cannot achieve that with the European winemaking technique. Very dense in the color. So if I was to compare it to a European style wine, I would say Saperavi grape is somewhere in between a Merlot and a Shiraz. So it's not as full-bodied as a Shiraz, but slightly less. However, you do get the tannins in it and a little bit of a kick, which is then gone, and you're left with these beautiful forest fruits that you're enjoying. Winiveria also spends a little bit of time in the French oak barrels to give it a slight vanilla note and also a little bit of leather and smoky flavor. Acidity and tannins are very well balanced in this wine. It starts with a shop kick, and then once that's gone, you're enjoying these beautiful forest fruits and baked raisins sort of flavors. So lots of dark ripe berry fruits in the palate, like blackberry and blackcurrant, baked raisins, sun-dried plums. It's absolutely a beautiful wine. So if we were to compare the two, this wine is, Winiveria is definitely a lot more aromatic than the Saperavi by Tbilvino. It's got a lot more going on the nose. It's a lot more complex, and there is a lot more depth to the wine. But they're both very, very well balanced and beautiful to enjoy. So if you're feeling adventurous, give these a go, or bring them to your next dinner party, and for sure you will have something to talk about all night. So jump online and try these out. Explore the country Georgia and this beautiful grape. You will not get disappointed.